Hi YouTube, hi Bushcraft buddies, the Bushcraft Piper. I'm totally in my element. Actually been able to do this, and this is the second part of this lean-to, and actually just working with the wood, putting everything together, totally enjoying using the tools which I have, my knife, my saw, my axe, and all these things. It's absolutely lovely. There was a couple of people who walked by there. They well, a family, but they went away. So that's the nice thing. But peaceful. I've been here from 11:15, and it's 1 o'clock now. Okay, so enjoy the video. Okay, enjoy the peacefulness and how I've went to actually put the rest of this structure up. I'm going to have a cup of coffee soon and a bit of porridge, starting to get hungry. But enjoy the video, and I'll see you in a little bit. Good morning guys, woodpeckers out, enjoying this actual beautiful Sunday morning. A couple of things I'm going to be showing you today, and a couple of things I'm going to be working on. So one of them is going to be doing bushcraft. Okay, mother axe, I need to repair it because it started coming loose, so I need to work on that. The other thing is I got new poles from something I purchased, the actual things here, okay, for collecting leaves and all that kind of thing, for gardens and that. So those poles are, I'm going to try it with this, so I'll be doing that. And also I want to be showing you my new gas canister. Okay, this is the ones what are actually lower to the ground and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to be doing that, and I just want to be enjoying my camp. Your top right hand side, you see the actual first video I done yesterday, and so I'm getting a chance to get out and then enjoy it. So you just enjoy whatever I'm showing today, or hopefully. Okay, so stay tuned. Just a little disclaimer and everything like that. I think in the sense that children should be supervised in all context, including some adults, different things, especially when they've got knives or they've got axes or or anything within that such thing. They should be supervised. That's what I think. So I try and take precautionate measures to ensure that I've got everything, just in case, for example, I get hurt or anything like that. So everyone should be thinking in that context. If anything happens, what am I going to do? Okay, so needless to say, okay, I've got my first aid in here, guys. Everything is pretty close to where I am. I've got my shears, okay. I have actually got my gloves here, okay, just to ensure that everything's alright. I start thinking more about that kind of thing. The deer is in the woods, beautiful. I've got my Mora knife here, and I've actually got my saw, okay, all at hand and everything. And of course, I do believe when you're chipping away and you're working in these any kind of environment, even out here, you should have some kind of glasses on, which I've not got with me, but for protection, because one of the chippings and everything there hit me yesterday when I was chipping away. So just got to be careful, very careful, because because if you get hurt in any sense, then what are you going to do? That's the thing. Okay, so I'm going to crack on. Even the old string I've got, I'm actually using that for bits and bobs. Cut that a wee bit. So let's just give it a more thorough frame like. I don't actually I'm not going to be damaging trees or anything like that, because a lot of the trees and everything here have fallen. But this one here, guys, is very weak, so this will be coming down, you know, and I'll actually use it eventually. Okay, if it comes down, good, but I'm not going to try and actually just pull it down just for the sake of it, anything to do with video work or anything like that. So, back on, cobwebs. Okay, see these little packs, guys. Everything's at hand. So on my knife, on my keys and everything like that, I've got a knife there. I've always got a knife with me. In there, I've got my map. I've got my toiletry stuff and all that kind of good stuff. I've got my map. I've got my map and everything, and you know, I've even got a torch in there and all these things. So having that style of you know, pack, either you put it on your side or you've got it in your chest or like that, is handy, because it's an everyday carry, and you know, it's rather than you looking through your bag all the time, at least it's slightly always with you. But it's sitting there just now, handy. To make things actually easier for me, I'm actually going to use some of this, okay, on that back end. I still want to do a wind reflector and that, but you know, you could think about a style lean-to super shelter, you know, that kind of thing. Different thoughts, different mind, but it's good to practice and do all that kind of things. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, you know. Nothing gained, nothing lost, but you know, but you're always gaining that type of knowledge of making different things. So here goes. Yesterday I noticed on the left hand side there, the structure of the wood was actually weaker than I suspected or I thought. So I'm going to use this good bit of strong piece of wood here, and just put it in there and just ensure that it's structured. Then I'm going to work on the back end. So I just need to get the length of this and take it from there. Okay, so. Okay, so I'll leave that up there so I can put things on it and that, so it's held, but that'll give it a bit of more structure. And I've got the another stick there which I put in there for stability. Okay, so it's so in the sense it's perfect. So that's all I needed to do, guys. It doesn't need to be anything so complicated or anything like that, so happy with that. Okay, a good process and everything like that, you know, and an enjoyment of the outdoors and everything like that. So I've got a couple of pieces of wood. I just actually picked them up. I'm actually going to slither them in there, just at the end of the bed. So it's a little bit of structure. Of course there's other bits of wood and everything I can actually get to make this a lot better. Okay, so I'm away from my base camp. I've got my saw and everything like that, not too far away, but sure hazel. Okay, so I'm actually going to cut some of that, not all of it, okay, some of it. Then I'm going to go to another place and get other stuff and use what's around me. Of course this grows very quick anyway, so I'm not damaging the tree and everything like that, but it's good structured wood and everything like that, so I'll be using that. Hazel, I'm sure, yeah, it's definitely worthwhile to experiment with all this kind of stuff, guys, and you know, see what you can actually come up with. You're planning building any kind of shelter. Of course, there's a lot of people with loads of other experiences. Like I say, I don't want the stuff too thick or anything like that. Of course, here I'm going to be using this also. Okay, I've got my, of course I've got my shears, I've got everything tied up there. Okay, so I've got my shears and everything like that, and I'm not going to cut too much off likes the one part, so I can throw it on at the end and everything like that, and give it a wee bit of camouflage and concealment. Be careful, be careful. One of my things was that for my actual structure to be waterproof and all that kind of thing, weather and everything, and if it's a good strong structure, then I'm happy. The other thing which is lying about forever is fern. Okay, you know, throw it on and everything like that, and use that also, so I will be doing that as well. And yeah, use what's around you, or as much as possible. I've even got this here, this big tree here, right? I could be actually have a little structure there if I wanted to, you know, some type of other shelter, you know. In the meantime, that's enough. Clearly collect it for different trees and everything like that, or you know, anything like that. It's even like doing foraging and that. Don't just, you know, that's the bit I want. Do it for different areas and everything, so you're not killing the actual growth in the sense. Okay, yeah. So what I'm actually doing there, guys, is just, you know, slightly cut the lens to a certain thing with, and just weaving them through as much as possible, so I've got some kind of structure so you can hold things onto and all that. I'm not being precise or anything like that, just simple, like, but structural. This piece of wood is actually for my spade, in the sense it could be a wee bit thicker. Less to carry, you know. I've been interweaving this, guys. Clear siphoned off the edges and that, and done stakes, put them in so they're good structure, and give them a bit you know, so this is more clearly a better structure than it was. Then I'll get stuff against that and everything like that. So you know, as you can see, pretty good. So I'd say that was part 2 finished with. I've actually been doing other stuff off camera, and just thoroughly enjoying it, which has been rather nice. So I'm going to have a wee coffee and you know, get that on there. The gas, just going to use the gas because I wanted to try this out anyway. Okay, so it's the igniter, the actual igniter on there, and clearly it's closer to the ground. Got the water on the go, and a little coffee, got my wee cup, everything I need, guys, to be comfortable and everything like that, and at least of some other type of shelter I've got. It's rather really nice, so hopefully you enjoyed this little outing. There's some other things I want to be doing. I'll show you some pictures and everything, and you know, see what you know, what the process or my thoughts were at the time. It may have changed in different ways and different things that came to my mind, but this has been rather good. But this little cooker, I think it's absolutely great. And of course you can you know, put it up or down like that, more and less and all that kind of thing, but I've always wanted something like that, so it's actually further to the ground. So guys, I wish you all the best. There will be a part 3 coming up. I don't know when it's going to be, but there will be a part 3. So in this, so I'm going to be doing this and doing further things to this little camp, and hopefully that goes ahead. No, it will go ahead, but the reason I'm saying that is because if people are coming around here and everything like that, you never know what's going to happen, do you? Okay, so we could, let's water's boiling and everything like that. Well, it's going to be boiled. So I've thoroughly enjoyed it. All the best, take care, and I'll catch you soon. Okay.